Students, let's start with the class. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll be starting with our 5th unit. Am I audible and visible to everyone? Just anybody just
Yes,
reply. Audible to everyone, right?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So we'll be starting our 5th unit, state space analysis, right? Now I'll be sharing the screen with you. This is the screen of unit 5. Is it visible to everyone? Is the screen visible to everyone?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yes,
Great.
ma'am.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
it's visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible, right? State space analysis.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So we need to understand what actually a state space analysis. Now till now, what we have been studying, जो अभी तक हम पढ़ रहे थे, that was all about the LTI system. In unit 2 also we studied about the LTI system. In unit 3 in Z transform also we studied about the LTI system. Here we'll be studying about the non-linear and time variant system. That is time invariant system पढ़ते थे हम, LTI time इनवेरिएंट सिस्टम पढ़ते थे. यहाँ पर विल बी स्टडिंग अबाउट द एंटायर टाइप ऑफ सिस्टम. द स्टेट स्पेस एनालिसिस का बेसिक पर्पस वही होता है कि जब भी हम कोई सिस्टम में व्हेनेवर वी गिव अ इनपुट टू अ सिस्टम एंड वी गेट अ पर्टिकुलर आउटपुट आउट ऑफ इट. Am I audible to everyone, right? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when we are
Ma'am, yes,
giving
ma'am.
we are giving an input to a system, we get a particular output. हमें कोई output मिलता है. Now the input is a external input, and whatever output that we are getting is also a external output. So basically this particular system, the input output relationship, whatever we get, it is a kind of external description. It is a kind of external description of a system, where the system is described by the relationship between input and output. So as you can see in the definition of state space analysis, I have written state space representation of the system are known as internal description of the system. Whenever we are representing any system in the terms of state space representation, it will be an internal description of the system, where we'll go into the system and will describe the system entirely. Now this representation has many advantages. We need to just wait. It provides us an insight into the behavior of the system. Now while going into the internal description of the system, we can definitely go into the behavior of the system. We can examine and we can analyze the behavior of the system. Now what actually it allows us to handle system with multiple inputs and the output. We can even go for multiple set of inputs and the multiple set of outputs. So with this we are allowing the system to handle multiple inputs and the multiple outputs. Now the third one is it can be extended to non-linear and time varying system. As I've already said in right now कि अभी तक हम LTI system के बारे में ही बात कर रहे थे, like we were discussing all about the linear time invariant system, but this talks about for non-linear and time varying system as well. So these are the basic advantages of going into the state space representation. Clear? So this is all about the state space representation. Now we need to understand what actually a state is. State का जो concept है वो सबसे ज़्यादा important है. What is a state? So a state can be defined as a particular time जिसमें हम पूरे सिस्टम को डिफाइन कर सकते हैं. एक टाइम है जिसमें हम सिस्टम को डिफाइन कर सकते हैं. Now state of a system at a time t0. Let us take a time t0 for a continuous time system or n0 for a discrete time system. T0 we always take for a continuous time system and n0 for a discrete time system. So for that particular time, the minimal information, that is what I have written, the minimal information that is sufficient to determine the state and the output of the system. for all times for t which is greater than t naught or n which is greater than n naught, when the input of the system is also known. Now when the input is also known, then only it is possible. When the input is not known, will not be able to define the state of the system. So this is an important thing that we should know, that the input of the system is also known for all times for t greater than equals to t naught or n greater than and equals to n naught. So this is how we define the state of the system. Now is this clear to everyone? Right, this is how we define the state of the system at any time t naught or n naught, for which whatever is the minimal information that is required sufficient to determine the state of the system. Now but the variables that contains the state information, जो variable रहते हैं जो state information को define करते हैं, these variables are known as state variables. ठीक है, so that is all about a state system. Now we'll be directly looking into the numericals. Now that is how we'll be checking into it. Like we don't know, we don't want to go into the theory part of it because that is not required. We just need to understand what is a state and what is a state space representation and what are the state variables. Now we'll be seeing into the numericals. Now consider this is a discrete time LTI system. Now here we'll see the state space representation for this entire system by choosing the output of unit delay element. As we can see that here we are having a unit delay element. This one is first unit delay element and this one is a second unit delay element. Okay, now we'll see we have the unit delay elements and we'll define the state space representation. Who is coming in? Okay. So here in this particular question, we are having one summation block here, another summation block here. From here we are giving input, from here we are getting the output. Now here we have two multipliers block, one is 3 and another one is 2. And this is the first unit delay block and this is the second unit delay block. Now we'll be defining our output of the unit delay block. Now this one is the first output of the unit delay block. Let us wait, who is coming in? Now here, as we have defined by choosing the outputs of the unit delay element 1 and 2 as state variable, Q1n is taken as the output of the first unit delay and Q2n is taken as the output of the second unit delay block. This we need to define always for defining our state variable, because these are nothing but our variables, state variables, through which we'll be representing our state space. Okay, so here we'll be writing down Q1n plus 1. Now Q1n plus 1, from here as we are taking, this is our Q1n. The output of this unit delay block is Q1n and the output of this unit delay block is Q2n. We'll have to write Q1n plus 1. Q1n plus 1, here it is written as Q2n. How come it's Q2n? Because if this is Q1n, that is the output of the first unit delay block is Q1n, definitely the input will be Q1 n plus 1. N plus 1, that is when it is going inside the first unit delay block, the output will be Q1n. That is one delay. N plus 1 se n ho jayega. Clear? So the input will be Q1 n plus 1 and the output will be Q1n. Similarly, the input of this unit delay block will be Q2n plus 1 and the output will be Q2n. So we can write the equations here. Q1n plus 1, as we can see that Q1n plus 1 is nothing but Q2n. Directly we can see that. From here we are getting the input and from here we are getting Q2n. So Q1n plus 1 is Q2n and Q2n plus 1. From here I am getting Q2n plus 1. Q2n plus 1 is what? Q2n plus 1 is the output that we are getting from here. Okay, so Q2n plus 1 is, this is so disturbing. Q2n plus 1 is the output which we are getting from here. So we can write 2 times Q2 times Q1n, that is the input which is coming from here, the input which is coming from here and the input which is coming from here. So it will be 2 Q1n plus 3 Q2N. Q2N is going from this side, so 3 times. Here we are having 3 multiplier attached to it, so 3 Q2N plus the input Xn. So this is how we write our state variables expressions in terms of Q1N and Q2N. Now we can even write Yn. Yn is what? Yn is again the input which is coming from this side. Again, the output of this summation will be our Yn. So it will be 2Q1N plus 3Q2N plus Xn. Now actually we can see that Q2N plus 1 and Y of N are exactly same. There's no issue. That can vary, even that can be same also, depending on this particular system, how it has been defined. Please mute your mic, whoever come right now. Samir, I guess, just mute your mic, Samir Gupta. So here we have written our expressions. Now we need to write in matrix form. The important thing to note is state space representation is always represented in matrix form. So here we can write Q1N plus 1 as the part of the matrix, that is a first cell of the matrix, and Q2N plus 1 is the another cell. So from here we can write it as Q1N plus 1, Q2N plus 1. Now Q1N plus 1 in terms of Q1N and Q2N and Xn. Now these are the variables, as I've already said. Q1N, Q2N and Xn are the variables. So we can write it in terms of these three variables. Q1N plus 1 is, what is Q1N plus 1? In this case we cannot see Q1N and we cannot see Xn. So it will be 0 Q1N plus 1 Q2N. Q1N plus 1 is 0 Q1N plus 1 Q2N plus we don't have any Xn, 0 Xn. Clear? So this is how we are writing it in matrix form. We are talking about Q1N. We are defining about Q1N. Q1N, just look into the cursor where I am taking the cursor. This is Q1N plus 1. That will be equals to what? 0 Q1N, as we cannot see any Q1N here, so it will be 0 into Q1N plus 1 Q2N. So 0 Q1N plus Q2N plus we don't have even Xn term in the expression of Q1N plus 1, so 0 X1N. So this is how we define Q1N plus 1. Similarly, Q2N plus 1 is also defined. Q2N plus 1 is 2 Q1N. This one is 2 Q1N plus 3 Q2N. This is just the way that we write it in matrix form. I guess many of you might be knowing about this also. 2 Q1N plus 3 Q2N plus Xn. Since we have the Xn term in Q2N plus 1. So this is how we write it in matrix form. Similarly, we can even write for Y of N. Y of N again in terms of the three variables Q1N and Q2N. Yn is 2 Y1N 3 Y2N plus Xn, as we already have a Xn term here. Clear? So these are this is how we represent our Q1N plus 1 and Q2N plus 1 in matrix form. Now let's see further. Here this is the basic state space representation of the entire unit. So this is how we need to define whatever is the system will be given to us. जो भी system दिया रहेगा उसको आपको ये जो representation है इसी में ही आपको define करना है. Clear? So Qn plus 1 equals to A Qn plus B Xn. Yn is C Qn plus D Xn. Clear? So this is how we'll be defining it. Now let us see what is A here. A is whatever is written in Qn. Who has written this in dark red color? Who just wrote it? Qn plus 1 is A times Qn. Now A will be a matrix which will be a part of the variable Q1n and Q2n. So here A Qn plus B xn. B will again be a matrix, and then yn equals to c qn plus d xn. C is again a matrix, and D will always be a constant value. So A is a matrix which will be always be a square matrix, B will be a column matrix, and C is a row matrix, and D will be, this value of D will always be a constant. So in terms of with respect to our question, as we can see हमारे question के according, A is what? It's a matrix with the 4 elements in it. It is a 2 cross 2 matrix, 0, 1, 2 and 3. B is a 2 cross 1 matrix, 0 and 1. C is a 1 cross 2, it is 2, 3, and D is just 1. So these are the values of A, B, C, D. Here we have written it clearly. This is how we write it. Q of n is Q1n and Q2n. A is a system matrix. So we define A as a system matrix. B is 0, 1, C is 2, 3, and D is 1. Clear? So this is how we define our state in the terms of state representation. Clear? Now we'll come to the next question. Consider the continuous time LTI system shown in figure this. Find the state space representation of the system. So here we have 3 summations. Now this one is in continuous time LTI system. We need to understand how we write in continuous time and how we do in the discrete time. The previous question was in discrete time system, and this one is a continuous time system. Here we don't have the unit delay block. Here we'll be having a integrator block. These all are integrator blocks. From here we have given the input xt, and this is given to one first integrator block, then the second integrator block, and then the third integrator block. Now from here, after the output of the first integrator block is again given to this multiplier and then to a summation block. This output is given to one multiplier and then to a summation block. From here, the output is given to the summation block as well. Now this is a little complicated, but still we'll try to solve it out. Okay. Now we'll choose the outputs of the integrators. Now that is very important, the outputs of the integrators. Now in the previous case, जैसे हमने देखा था कि discrete time LTI system में भी हम output of unit delay block लेते थे, right? We used to take the output of the unit delay block. Here we'll be taking the output of the integrators block. ठीक है? So we have 3 integrators here. The first integrator, the output will be, let us take Q1t. Second integrator, let us take the output as Q2t. Third integrator, let us take the output is Q3t. Okay? So these are the 3 outputs that we'll have to take. Now after this, the output of this integrator is Q1t. What will be the input here? That is Q1 dot t. Now what do you mean by dot t? As we all know, dot represents the derivative. So Q1 dot t, when it is given to an integrator, it will be Q1t. Okay? So here Q2 dot t, it is again a derivative of Q2t, and when it is given to an integrator, the output will be Q2t. And here Q3 dot t, the input, Q3 dot t, the input to an integrator will be, the output will be Q3t. So here this is the input output that we have taken. Now we'll be start writing down the expressions based on this. The expression will be, we choose the output. Is it visible, right, everyone, student? Is it visible and audible also?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
understanding it, right? Whatever it is, you're understanding it?
Yes.
Okay, let's continue. So we'll write the expression Q1 dot t, the first expression, that is input given to an integrator, the first integrator. What will be the relation for Q1 dot t? It is the output of this particular summation block. The output of this summation block has the input coming from here, here, and here. All the inputs that we'll have to take. So what are the inputs? The first input is 2Q1t. From here we are getting 2Q1t. Now the plus and minus matters, so we need to be very careful जब हम plus और minus यहाँ पर summation में डाल रहे हैं. Here it is a plus sign और यहाँ पर minus sign है. ठीक है? तो 2Q1t हो जाएगा, minus 3 from here it is coming, minus 3Q2t, and from here it is directly q3t plus xt. So this is what we have written, 2q1t minus 3q2t plus q3t plus xt. So this is first expression. q2 dot t, it is nothing but q1t. So we don't have any other input here. q2 dot t is just q1t. q3 dot t, q3 dot t is the output of this particular integration, so it is just q2t. Now finally we'll write yt. Yt is minus, what is yt? Yt is the output of this summation. It is minus q1t, from here it is given and it is a minus sign to the summation. So minus q1t plus 2 times q3t. Here we have multiplier, so 2 times q3t. So this is how we'll write the expression, and after this we'll write in terms of the matrix. तो अब हम matrix में लिखेंगे, since we'll have to refer the previous one, q dot t. q dot t is nothing but the matrix of q1 dot t, the matrix of q1 dot t, q2 dot t and q3 dot t, as we have written in the previous case, q1 dot t, q2 dot t and the q3 dot t. That is what we'll be writing here. 2 q1t minus 3 q2t plus q3t, plus we had xt also in q1 dot t, so it is 1 xt. Similarly, q2 dot t is what? q1t, that's it. We just had q2 dot t as we have seen, q2 dot t is just q1t and q3 dot t will be q2t. So that is how we'll be writing q2 dot t will be only having q1t. We don't have q2t and q3t terms in it, so that these two elements are 0 and we don't have even xt. Similarly, q3 dot t will be 0 q1t. We just had q2t term in that and we didn't have q3t also, and we didn't have even xt भी नहीं था तो ये भी नहीं रहेगा. So that is how we'll be getting our q dot t, the entire element. ठीक है, we can even write it for yt. We had minus q1t, as we could see in the previous one, it is minus q1t. Here we can see it is minus q1t plus 2 q3t. ठीक है, so that can be written as minus q1t, 0 q2t and 2 q3t. ठीक है, so that is how we write it, plus 0 xt. So this is our required state space representation. A will be a system matrix which has been defined by this 2 minus 3 1 1 0 0 0 1 0. This is a. B will be our this is our row matrix, sorry, a column matrix 1 0 0. C is a row matrix minus 1 0 1 and D is 0 here. Who is doing this lining and creating the problem here? This is not done, students. ठीक है, so these are the two numericals that we discussed today. And दिख नहीं रहा है क्या? नहीं दिख रहा है Kiran, क्या नहीं दिख रहा है? Audible नहीं? Is it not visible? Is it not visible, students?
दिख रहा है मैम.
It is ma'am.
Okay, क्या नहीं दिख रहा था? तो कौन बोला नहीं दिख रहा है? दोनों questions clear है सबको? Is everybody clear with the two questions? Just say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear to everyone?
मैम y of t कैसा है, एक बार फिर से बताना ना.
y of t, देखो यहाँ पर हमने ये y of t का एक्सप्रेशन लिखा, ये समझ में आ गया y of t का एक्सप्रेशन?
यस मैम.
ये एक्सप्रेशन समझ में आया? y of t यहाँ पर है. y of t इज द आउटपुट ऑफ दिस समेशन ब्लॉक. ये वाला जो समेशन ब्लॉक है यहाँ पर, इसका आउटपुट yt है. तो इनपुट कहाँ से आ रहा है? यहाँ से आ रहा है, ये आपका माइनस q1t है, और यहाँ से आ रहा है दैट इज 2 टाइम्स, ये 2 टाइम्स मल्टीप्लायर ब्लॉक है, 2 टाइम्स q3t है. तो हमने उसके अकॉर्डिंग यहाँ पर उसका एक्सप्रेशन लिखा है माइनस q1t प्लस 2 टाइम्स q3t. अब y of t भी हम लोग q1t, q2t और q3t तीनों के टर्म्स में लिखते हैं. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर हम लोग जब लिखते हैं y of t, तो ये जो फर्स्ट टर्म होता है ये उसका कांस्टेंट टर्म रहता है, q1t का जो कांस्टेंट रहता है. ये Q2T का जो कांस्टेंट है, मतलब जो उसके जो उसकी वैल्यू रहती है, कोएफिशिएंट वैल्यू रहती है, दैट इज Q1T का कोएफिशिएंट वैल्यू है, और ये Q2T का कोएफिशिएंट वैल्यू है, ये Q3T का कोएफिशिएंट वैल्यू। तो हमारे पास तीनों है, Q1T था -1 था, Q2T नहीं था तो हमने उसको 0 कर दिया है, और Q3T 2 था तो उसको हमने 2 लिया। तो दिस इज हाउ वी गेट अवर दिस मैट्रिक्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ QT। मतलब यहाँ पर तीनों है, Q1T भी है, Q2T भी है और Q3T भी है, और हमारा YT के एक्सप्रेशन में XT नहीं था तो 0 XT किया है हमने। क्लियर ना? सो दिस इज हाउ विल बी राइटिंग अवर YT। तो YT का जो ये वाला जो टर्म रहता है वो C डिफाइंड होता है। C इज अ रो मैट्रिक्स, -1 0 1, ये हमेशा रहता है C। Y हमेशा आपका जो ये C रहेगा ये रो मैट्रिक्स रहेगा, और ये जो B रहेगा ये आपका कॉलम मैट्रिक्स रहेगा, और ये जो रहेगा ये A, दैट विल बी अ square matrix, whether it is 2 cross 2, 3 cross 3, whatever it is, but it will be a square matrix. ठीक है? So that's all for today, students, because we are running out of time. I cannot extend more, and we have to see few more questions based on this. So we'll be let's probably I'll take the class tomorrow also, and I'll schedule it and I'll send it the invitation to Shyam and Muskan. You can take the invitation from them and you can join the class tomorrow. Okay? Was that fruitful? Was that okay? I want a feedback.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, क्लास समझ में आ रही थी आप लोगों को?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, ठीक है, चलो बाय।
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.